must continue. This way, please.
Oof.
This installation's research facilities are most impressive. Perhaps we'll have time to see them later.
I like how he's making it seem like this is a tourist attraction that deal we got going on here. Watch out behind you.
I was more worried about what was in front of me.
Jesus Christ, they're popping like fucking popcorn. God. Piss.
God, piss.
God.
I was gonna say piss off, but then I stopped.
Ow!
So apparently you just say swear words for no reason. Piss, bum, ass.
Piss bum. How do you swear in British? Cool, blimey. That's
Piss
absolutely...
bloody ass. There we go.
My favourite is Nub Jockey.
We call them bullfrogs. Wow, that's a funny name that is. I'd have called them Catch Wallace. Never get look
Or,
at that alien man.
There's the Cockwomble.
What?
I really like the Australian episode part vs Australia. That's really funny.
Nah, it's just a quick kick up the bum.
Let's get away in their pouches. It's not like the cartoons. Yeah, there's a lot more mucus.
Shit, man. Jesus.
Did you just assume the flood's gender? Oh, unironically, they're gender fluid.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's how they get you. Gender fluid goes in you. You don't know that.
Supplement your compost.
Yeah, they inject you
cool,
with
but
pure gender fluid.
A plasma conduit breach in section 5524 has disrupted power flow to a gravitic maintenance assembly.
There's a magnum here if you want some ammo for yours.
Thank you. You have reached the boss arena.
Fuck you.
No.
Wait, it gets worse. Thank God you teleported over here. I was so scared without you.
You're so far away, I couldn't see you.
Where did you go? Oh fuck, they're behind us.
But now we have sentinels, I think. Yes, we do.
There's one over there. It's too far away.
Can we replace
name what you
343 with
want.
flying singing?
Please continue on. I will rejoin you when I've completed my task.
To say you're welcome.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to watch Moana again. I like that movie.
I've
not watched it for a while.
I'm not surprised that they're wanting to make the live action, but I'm also kind of like that movie
Well,
came out like not too long ago.
well, I'm not surprised, but like it's really sad, isn't it, of them?
Yeah. But it's also like The Rock was the one to talk about it, and I just find that funny because a lot of people said the only reason he's bringing that up is because Black Adam failed.
I mean, probably not wrong.
Not wrong.
I've heard from previous everyone that Black Adam was okay. Like that was it.
I remember Shammy's
Never-
video for it.
I
Give that
haven't
shout
seen
out
it.
to Shammy.
But yeah, I've not really heard much about Black Adam. I've just heard people being like, yeah, it was fine. Which for a DC movie at the time, you know, it's pretty good, but you know.
Yeah, but you have to be better than fine at that point in DC movies for anyone to actually give a shit.
Oh yeah, I mean like,
Oh yeah.
I'm-
So
I'm-
yeah, of course
Since
it failed.
Like everybody already knew that the DCU was practically done.
I mean, I don't really care that much, but it's like I am kind of curious what's going to happen with this new James Gunn, you know, version.
I am too.
But so like, when it gets announced, I'm probably not really going to give a shit, but I'm going to be fascinated to see like what the general consensus is.
Because I think either it's a TV show that I saw casting for it, or it was a movie. But they already have like a new Superman.
I think they casted their one for the movie. I think the only one they've got, like, the only characters they've really got settled is Superman for... Because it was going to be called Superman Legacy, but now it's just Superman again, isn't it?
Use their weapons to manage the
Yep.
Something stupid, which is like, why are you doing this again? Superman Legacy was at least, I know it's from a comic thing, but it's like, at least that would have been a new for a movie. But whatever. Superman's a character I care very, like, nothing for.
I don't really care much for him.
It's not he's a bad character, he's not, he can be quite interesting. I'm just, like, personally just not really that interested.
I just feel kind of sad for Henry Cavill, because I bet he really loved playing Superman.
Yeah, he did. It's one of his favorite like superheroes. That's why he wanted to do it and stuff. So it sucks because he would have been the perfect Superman. It's just the writing was fucking god awful for all 3 of his movies. Sorry, 4 of his movies because we had 2 Justice Leagues.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Rocket
Yeah, the
Launcher.
bad one and the worst one, yeah.
No, because we had Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Justice League, and Justice League.
But technically 5 because he was also in
No, he had like 1 sentence.
Rocket Launcher.
We're not counting the cameos. I'm not saying like I refuse to be like Blade has been in a Marvel movie just because he was they had like a silhouette of him in like a teaser.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they had a guy in the background saying, "Look, it's Blade. You totally, guys. He ran away."
I love Disney like coping as well, and the fans. It's not failing Disney. Like we have to change our strategy because we're failing. It's not failing. Again, though, they've learnt the wrong lessons. They're just saying, we're going to make less content. It's like, that's a good idea, because you're making less shit, but I don't think you've realised why it's bad.
But you're still making shit.
That's what I mean. They haven't gone, they're going to change how they make movies. They're just saying they're making less of it. You're like, what? I mean, good, but that's not going to help you make good movies. They're just going to be less shit ones. Which, again, is good, but...
You spend less money, but you also still won't gain much money.
Well, they'll still lose money, they'll just lose it at a slower
I
rate.
think we go down.
Well, they'll lose money siphoned from the parks, which are slowly failing. And then when the parks go down, Disney's like, ah, fuck, we're dead.
It's fascinating.
It's insane how much money they siphon from the parks just to fund everything else.
Yeah, it's like the whole it's like Star Wars. Like I need to watch Andor because I only hear good things, but I'm like it's just that I'm so done with Star Wars. Like it's not even like I'm like I hate this. I'm just like I'm bored of this. I'm bored of watching every time I watch Star Wars a Disney thing, just being like yeah it's crap again.
If you think of Andor as not Star Wars, then you'll enjoy it because
Honestly,
it is
that's
that
what I
exact.
did. Is like I'm just gonna ignore Star Wars and just watch it as its own thing. As like as its own thing, it's really good.
I was gonna say that, but it's like I've really watched a few of the movies, you know, the good ones, and by the good ones I mean not Disney, you know, a few times, and I've always enjoyed them. But I think because you know that they aren't part of that like Disney stuff, you still have that like yeah. But even if it is like you're sick of Star Wars, but I mean here's the thing, right? It's not like Disney haven't made any good content. It's just been like out of everything they've made like. How many things have they made that have been like, let's say, tolerable? You know,
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
That's not Star Wars.
Oh, sorry, yes, idiot.
Rogue One was fine.
I enjoyed Rogue One.
Yeah, I like Rogue One. It's like the one movie that they've made that I've been like, yeah, you know what? I could, if I was rewatching Star Wars, I could watch it between like, episode 3 and 4 and just go, it's a cool side story. I'm trying to think of things that are good, not just I had fun with, because I kind of had fun with Solo. Like, it's a terrible movie, but I found it kind of funny.
No, Andor's the only one I can think of.
I mean, like, on its own, The Force Awakens is just kind of a movie. I don't hate The Force Awakens. Like on its own, the problem is it's just like now whenever I watch it I just know TOJ and you're like, oh, so you're saying that Force Awakens was really good. I'm like, no, it's just kind of it's like I doubt it would happen like this, but I'm curious of the universe when JJ just made all 3 movies just to be like, would it have just been like stupid but kind of just fun?
I'm still kind of curious about that. How the films would have looked if they didn't get two directors.
Yeah, like
They more can hear it probably.
Well, I was gonna say they definitely wouldn't have been good, but like I still like The Force Awakens in and of itself for what it was, if that makes sense. But it's just like, would they have just been like bad, but just kind of entertainingly, just like they were kind of dumb, but you know they weren't like offensive. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of the same. If The Last Jedi didn't come out, The Force Awakens would have been mid.
That's kind of. I mean, the more I've heard from people that have analysed it, I'm like, okay, yeah, The Force Awakens is still a bad movie. However, I don't think people would have really bothered like being that thing about it if it wasn't for like the other movies being so bad. Because like The Rise of Skywalker, here's the thing, right? TLJ probably is the one that makes me the most angry because it's fucking like it's like an actual like insult. Whereas, but I do think The Rise of Skywalker is actually a worse movie because it's not really a fucking like film, a film.
I agree. Like The Rise of Skywalker is like terribly put together, but TLJ basically says "fuck you, audience," for caring about anything.
Yeah, like
so I get why people are more angry at that film because it's literally insulting you for caring.
Yeah, like TLJ kind of makes me sad, whereas Tross I just laugh at it because you know when you're like embarrassed and you just kind of laugh as like a coping mechanism. It's like that.
I've mentioned this before, but like literally the first line that was in the
the dead speak.
Yeah, I was giggling to myself in silence in the theater.
I mean,
as soon as that popped up, and my friend said, "Stop it!" to me,
yeah, I couldn't
stop laughing.
We had the same thing. Like I told you when I went to sit with Alex and his to-be wife then, and then when we watched it, Alex was telling me and Ruth to stop laughing because we're like we're in public, be quiet. But like the moment when Ray blew up the fucking transport with quote unquote Chewie was on with the lightning hands, I just absolutely lost my shit and started laughing. And there were people in front of me enjoying the movie that looked so angry at me, and I'm just like, how the fuck can you take this seriously?
Everybody in my theater was laughing at that shit. Like they just could not.
I mean, the friend that told me to stop also started laughing when Palpatine did the lightning thing in the sky, because like, at that point he was like, "I'm done."
Oh shit!
Yeah, I honestly kind of want to watch Rise of Skywalker again because I've seen it twice, both times in the cinema. So I watched it with Alex and we laughed at it and it was awful, but like we had fun with it. And then I took my aunt to the cinema to watch it because she wanted to see it.
So I was telling Asa last time when it came to that movie that I had seen EFAPs talking about the leaks for it, and also
I watched that one afterwards. I got me and Alex had a game where we both had to predict like what's going to happen in this movie, and the only thing we knew that Palpatine came back, like that was it, just because and between us we got like a surprising amount of it right, where we were just like, okay, some stupid shit's going to happen, so what would they do that's retarded? And we were like, wow, we got a lot of this right.
okay.
When you go with the mindset of what's the worst fucking choice they can make, it was like,
well, my friend was like, do you know what happens in the movie? And I said, yeah. I was like, essentially yes, because I remember watching all of their coverage talking about it, but just seeing it, I was like, I cannot believe that this is what they did.
Here's the thing, I don't really blame JJ.
You read that as like, I hope this was like a first or second draft they didn't go with, and then you want to like, oh no, it's basically all there.
Like
but there's only certain parts from those leaks that were actually correct, but still.
You didn't have the giant spider that told him let it go, or whatever was in that leak.
I don't, well, I mean, here's the thing, right? How much of that was in, like, another draft, like, cut of that movie, though? Because
they probably filmed the scene, and it's like, we don't
fuck, it's a rocket guy, watch out.
It's like, okay, we should have Fengway picks up the triangle and leaves.
But, fuck. I lost my train of thought.
But when it came to like Rose not being part of it, everybody in the theater, it was like a great big sigh of relief for the audience.
I love that scene. There's such a Finn like, Rose, come with us. Nah, I'm busy. I've got to over here and stuff. You're like,
I've got important things to do next to this panel for the next 2 hours.
I was gonna say, I don't know how much I blame JJ though for that movie, because like from like the more like behind the scenes stuff that come out, you don't know how much